You don't have to answer this question if you don't want to, but I want to ask because I think it's super interesting also for the people watching. Do you feel like the role of the woman in a South American society is very different from the role of the woman in a European society, and they still have a long way to go in terms of equality? Because I do feel that way, and I have had enough experiences to be able to speak on it and be very reassured in my opinion that I sometimes feel like South America still needs a lot more feminism. Like the role of, like there's not really equality there yet in terms of like how men perceive women, in my opinion. Like
and not either also on how women perceive themselves.
That's a good point. That's a really good
because
point.
I think men, there is a lot of machismo there because women also perceive themselves as, it's different here. Like I think, it's a different way of seeing it. It also depends a lot on which type of people you connect.
Of course.
For sure.
You can't generalize.
But this happens also here.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's something that if you go to South America, you can have friends that are really into your way of thinking and stuff like this, but then you see in general, like society, especially at least in Peru, there is still a lot of machismo. There is.
Like, not machismo, what she's trying to say, like, because it's not really an English word, like machista?
No, machismo.
Machismo?
It's machismo.
Is that an English word?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Really? Machismo? We're gonna Google it later. Comment below if you think it's a word. No. I really don't know. I never heard it. Machismo?
Yeah, machismo, yeah.
Okay,
How do you call it?
How do we call it? That's a good point.
It's machismo.
I'm gonna Google it right now. I want to know. Wait, I'm gonna keep the video going because then machismo. You write it like this?
Yes.
There's machismo.
Is the sense of being manly.
But it's machismo.
Isn't it machismo?
I don't think it exists, lady. I never heard anyone say the word machismo.
No?
No. I'm so glad we're catching this on camera. This is gonna go in the video.
No, amor, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, mi amor.
Lady, that's not a word. Like.
No, it's not. You're right.
So, wait, what were we saying? What was the point again?
I forgot.
Like
machismo.
So when she says machismo, she's referring to the word machismo, which is a Spanish word that basically entails men feeling superior towards women, basically sexism. Like when men are here, women are here. How would you describe machismo in English?
Like feeling superior and also, especially feeling superior and this kind of
there's
expressing of their power towards the other person.
Right, and there's different rules for men than there are for women in their minds. Like there's different. Men have certain guidelines, and for women it's different. Like they're allowed to do certain things that in their eyes women are not allowed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, have multiple partners on the side, whereas the woman has to be super loyal. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a good example?
It is.
Okay. So, what else do we have? Another benefit of multicultural dating.
The food. So I'm really glad because actually in Peru we are really proud of our food roots, and it's something I think you really appreciate. I see it.
Yeah.
And I really like it. Like he shows me also a lot of really nice things that they have in Belgium. like the bread, you know, like these small things that you don't pay attention to when you are just traveling, you know, but you have these like small details like
Belgian bread is the best bread in the world,
It
and
is
I don't care what
actually.
anyone says, it's not even close, guys. But that's a super good point.
Yeah.
Like you don't just like when you date a partner from a different culture, you get to know you inherit a treasure of cultural little like great things that otherwise you would never know. Like it's not just a person, and her character and her personality and whatever her opinions. There's also like all these little things that come along with it that are so normal to her that are like awesome to me. Like imagine for all the American people, like they love peanut butter jelly sandwiches. I never eat that stuff, but I know it's like a thing. Imagine that one day you're 25 years old, you never had a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and someone's like, "Hey, have you tried this? What's that?" It's a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and you're like, "Oh my god!"
How can I
Exactly.
How did I live so many years without knowing it existed?
Like that's a huge. I think that's a huge.
For me, it's very important, amor.
Yeah.
Like the food thing is really important.
It's just and not just like small things. They also had this thing called palo santo, which is basically a piece of wood from this really special tree, and it's kind of like it's basically incense. I think that's what you call it, incense. So you just light it, and it has this really nice smell. And she gave me like one of those as a gift, and I've been burning up the palo santo, the incense, every night when I'm at home with my family, and they love it as well. It's just like it's a tiny thing. It's not even in the top 100 things that you would mention when talking about Peru, but you know those things like
and
it's cool. It's really cool.
Also, another thing that I really like, but I think it's more about you. I'm not sure if it's about Belgians, because I don't know many Belgians. But it's the way that you know get your ideas, your structure, your things, and you rationalize them. You know, I think this is a really nice fact, because sometimes I feel my emotions just are too strong, so it's harder for me just to bring them down to earth. But when I'm with you, like I can talk about certain things, and you're just simply, you know, bringing them down.
Yeah, that's a great point. I do feel like Belgian people are maybe like we have a very strong rational side. Like we tend to break things down and just like, you know, whereas it's a good mix. It's a good mix between like European and South American culture. I think it's a good mix between passion and logistics. Is that a good word to say it?
I would say passion and rationalization.
Rationalization.
I don't know how. Like I think it's a good combination, because like you have so much emotions. Well, at least it's my case, and I'm really good. Like I think I'm far away good. Like at trying to structure them and just bring them down. But I think you give this extra plus. You know, like your way of seeing it is added to my way of rationalizing. So I'm trying to learn from you a lot. And for me, it's really helpful because it gives me both sides. You know, it gives me the passionate side, but also like the more like, you know, rational side, like combined, you know. So this is really good. Like it gives you a better perspective and a better understanding also of other people. So in both sides, you know. So I think this is really like it enriches you. Like it makes you more. For me, it's very important. That makes you grow as a person. I think
it makes you grow, and it widens your perspective, your entire canvas. It's just it's a nice thing, man, because there's something that we can learn from every culture. Obviously, like we have pros, we have cons. You know, every culture has pros and cons, and if you can combine all the pros, it's like this. You know, like it's really, the best. Like what I love about South American culture is they're much more in the moment. Like they know how to enjoy life, how to slow down and smell the roses. Whereas for my culture, it's more always about, you know, what's next. And with her, I'm really able to, you know, just kind of like stop and enjoy. And she reminds me just the little things, really, that I appreciate for sure. Okay, guys, I think we named a lot. Did we miss something? Are we forgetting something? This thing before we wrap it up.
so, no?
No. That's it, guys. I think we talked about most of them. And if not, we're just gonna make another video and do a part 2 if you guys like this video. So comment below, what did you guys think about the video? What do you want to hear us talk about next time? All suggestions and opinions are welcome. Just play nice, be respectful. That I know you guys are. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed to my channel yet. Anything else you want to say, Katya, before we let them go?
Girls, get a Belgian guy.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. It's your boy Denzo and your girl Katya. That's still not good, but I swear we're gonna work out a good outro. Guys, thank you so much. Bye bye.